you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm Emily. It's very nice to meet you.
You too.
Cool. Yeah, I'm here to help you with your robe curls. I read through your questionnaire, so it sounds like we were going with like the noob baseline. We're going to help you from the ground level up. Cool.
Okay.
And the way this works is we'll first kind of talk through like what worked in the past, what didn't work, some prep tips, since like prepping the hair is super important for the curls. And then we'll go through wrapping it together and I'll help you along the way to make sure it feels comfortable and secure and give you the curls you're looking for. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, sure thing, hun. Here to help. It is super casual. So yeah, jump in with anything. Um, but cool. Yeah, would love to hear how it has worked in the past, what worked, what didn't work, just overall. Yeah,
For like using this or just like general curls?
using this. Yeah, if you've used it.
I really haven't used it a ton. I tried and then I kind of got discouraged a little bit because I don't think I'm doing it 100% right.
Cool. No problem. All right. So in that case, we'll take it from the very top. I recommend starting with dry hair
Okay.
and then lightly dampening it ear level down. So if you don't have to do it now if you don't want to, but I'll just like kind of demo like how wet it should be. So this is a microfine mister. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it's like super lightweight water. And you don't want it very wet, like just very lightly damp so that it's like 95% dry. If your hair is too wet, it's not gonna set well and you're focusing more ear level down.
I watched your video. I think
Yeah,
you were, yeah, and you said that if you have like if your hair naturally holds a curl, you don't need to do the water, or do you
correct.
still?
I would recommend is this your hair naturally, what
Oh,
is it?
this is I blow dry. It's very curly. Well, it's wavy. This is
Okay.
blow dried.
Blow dried. Okay, cool. So yeah, if your hair is naturally wavy, then you don't have to start with the water or try very, very little water or whatever like moisturizing sprays you normally put in as like leave-in treatments. Those are always good. Any little bit of moisture kind of helps. So if you do have like a leave-in conditioner, I would recommend kind of like throwing that in. Um, but yeah, less is more. Otherwise, your hair will really turn into like Shirley Temple curls if
Right.
it's like too wet. Yeah. Cool. All right. And then when it comes to wrapping it, so we'll want our hair parted into two sections and brought to the front. And then we'll have our headband. I like to make sure like the scrunchies are on the wrist so that when we get to that point, they're good to go. Cool. And I like to start by folding it in half so that the ends are even. And you're gonna get a crease right in the middle when you do this. Cool. So when we
Okay.
put it on, you'll notice there's like a wire all along one side. We want that wire facing forward. So here's the wire. And that crease will help it just like sit evenly in the middle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. How do you know if the wire is facing forward? Like the wire's in the front? Like you feel the wire in the front?
Yep, that's exactly it. It's where the stitch line is. So that is the front. Yep, you're
This
feeling it. Yep, exactly. So there you go. And the end should be even. Cool. Now, are you a righty or a lefty?
righty.
All right, so you're gonna put your left hand on top and hold it down. And so the next one that we're gonna do is create a pigtail on one side. So I'll demo this first. What you're gonna do is pull the hair over, create a crease, and then you're gonna bend the end of the headband around to make a pigtail. So
Yeah.
I'll do it slow. So
Okay.
we have the hair. It's easier if you go in, so your hand's back here, bring it, bring your
But
hands to your elbows. Yep, perfect. And now grab all the hair on that side, pull it towards your face, and then over. Like, yeah, well, over. Okay, so leave the left hand on top, pull it towards your face and over. Fabulous, Val. Yep, great. Yep. And that's it. Yeah, you're just gonna pop the end up
okay.
with the end of the fingers. Great. You're in a good position now. As long as you got that, you're in a solid spot. So left hand on top with the right hand, you're just gonna push that end backwards. Yep. And then push it again forwards. And you're just making a pigtail. Nailed it. Perfect. You got it. Yep. So now you should have both hands free when you're good to start on the other side. So working on the other side, we're going to start with a small front section. And you don't want it too deep. So like this is what I mean by deep. If you take a deep section here, it's going to push the headband to like where that section ends, which means that it'll feel like it's sliding off. So if you don't want it to feel like it's sliding off, just keep the section kind of closer to your hairline. That's a
Yeah.
good section. I like it.
Okay.
So you pull it over and then under.
Over and then under. Okay.
Great. And now
And
we're gonna, yep, ask away.
do I keep it here? Like, or
Yep,
do I keep wrapping it?
you can stop there and then add another section to that first, right underneath the first section. So instead of grabbing hair back here, grab it right underneath.
Like here?
Um, more like, so we want to grab the hair that's here towards the front of the face.
Like here?
Yep, exactly. Yep. Combine them. Yep.
So
Beautiful.
put this combined with this.
Yep. And then
Okay.
wrap it over and under.
Okay. And just like leave it here for now.
Leave it here for now. Exactly. So it's down here. And then we add another section.
Do you hold on to this hair with the left hand while you do it with the right hand if you're ready?
Very good question. So what I actually do is with my left thumb, I hold it down where I just wrapped so that it kind of just keeps that piece locked in. And then I add another section, like section it off with my right hand, combine it, and then pull it over.
Wait, sorry. Can you say
No,
that again?
no problem. So my left thumb, I press down on the part that we just wrapped.
Okay.
So
Left.
once it goes over,
Like
yep.
that?
Yeah, like pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Because then you have the hand free to grab more hair. Yeah, exactly. With your right,
Do it right underneath like this section.
exactly. Right underneath. Yep. And then you can combine it with the part that's already there. Yep. And bring them all together. Yep. And then over and under. And now you're at the ear. So once you're at the ear, you can just take all the hair that's left and combine it into one section and wrap it around because that'll start the curls sooner in the back. And yep, perfect.
Put it around like this.
Yep. And
Okay.
so all the hair should be together. Great. Perfect, Valerie. Yep.
Wrap it all the way around.
Nailed it. Yep. You got it. Cool. Perfect. You did a good job. Each wrap is touching the last wrap. Looks good. That'll help make sure the curls are consistent. And then we can just add the scrunchie.
Is it okay if there's some hair like at the end?
It's okay if there's some hair spilling out at the end. You can always, like, if there's a lot, I'll try to demo it as well. Let me undo it. If there's a lot, you can always, once you get the scrunchie on, then kind of fix it. But I wouldn't like obsess over it. So that looks good. The only thing, yeah. So
It's hard to get the scrunchie on because this is like a little bit longer. Is that
So
does
you're
that
gonna, what you're gonna want to do in that scenario, so you have it on, you got it on good. I would just, if I were you, kind of push it up a little bit. Just so you have enough of this part here, like below the stitch line, you don't really want to be wrapping hair. So just, yep, bingo. Now you got enough. That's
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, that looks good. And then, as I was mentioning with the hair, you can always kind of like just wrap it around once it's done and then tuck it in to the scrunchie. But it looks good. I wouldn't worry too much about it because the ends will also, once we fold the headband, kind of capture that. So you're
Okay.
in a good spot. Cool. And then we just repeat on the other side. So we can undo the pigtail that we made. Great. And this gives us the second bite at the apple, so we can take it again.
Yeah.
So we'll go again with that smaller front section kind of close to the hairline. and we'll pull it over. Great. And then under. Good. And now I'd be using my right thumb to just like kind of hold it. So that way I can take another section right under.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly. So that way it's kind of like just not like sliding out while you're doing the next section.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
And
you're
now
holding your right hand on the bottom.
on the bottom, it's really just the thumb is pressing on the crease. Yeah. Like
Okay.
where it got wrapped around.
So like one more time.
Nope.
Or,
Nope, that looks good. I just let
okay.
it dangle down. Yep, dangle down like that. Perfect. And now we'll add another section. So I section it out. Perfect. And I combine it with the part that just is dangling down. So it's all into one. Yep, that's looking good, Valerie. And now we're going to wrap them together, over and under. Great. And I let it again kind of dangle down. And I have my right thumb just pressing to keep it where it was wrapped. Great. And now we'll add another section right underneath.
Like this?
Yep. And it should be, yep. And the part that's, so you're grabbing the hair here, just make sure you're getting it kind of like from your hairline back. So you're getting that front chunk as well.
Oh, hairline.
Hairline, yeah.
And
Yep.
my ear.
Perfect. That looks great. Awesome. And pull it over and then under. Awesome. And now you're at the ear. So this is where you can just grab all the hair that's left and combine it. Great. And one tip here is just to kind of pull the headband a little bit closer to the jawline instead of holding it out here while you're wrapping it. And that'll just help to make sure there's no like poof
Okay.
on like that. You just like kind of pull it in close. Yep.
Should I redo it?
I think it'll look good. Give it a solid tug. Yep. I think it'll be good.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's looking good to me right now.
Okay.
This is where it's like, it's gonna work for sure. It would set good curls the way that you're doing it. And then it's just about like perfecting the little things so that if you want to wear it out and about, it looks
Yeah.
more smooth.
Okay.
But that'll just take a time practice here or there. Great.
Is there a trick for getting the pony on, like with like getting the bottom in?
Getting the bottom in. So
Because
one,
it's long.
yeah, one trick that I've seen people do is, I'll show you here. So what they do is they fold the end over like this. All right, let me just take it back a notch. Da-da-da-da-da. So it's done being wrapped. They'll fold the end over and then they'll throw the scrunchie on. And then you can kind of pull the end out if you
Okay.
want to make sure, or some people set it that way because they're not putting it into the headband look. If you're doing the headband look, you want the ends.
I'm not really planning to go out with this, so I feel like I don't really I think I messed something up here.
Here we go, hon. We'll take it again. No problem.
Okay.
Cool. So if we're here, yep. Give her a good tug. Yep, perfect. And
Okay.
wrap it around. Great. You're doing a good job making sure each wrap is touching the last. Fabulous, Valerie. Cool. Now I know you have layers, so one thing with that is instead of continuing to wrap down, rewrap in the same hair area.
Okay.
So just like kind of going around in the same circle, because then it'll just kind of capture each piece with the next wrap, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oop.
So yeah, ready to do it again. Cool. You're doing good, hon. You're doing good. Yep.
And
Okay.
then
And this is where you could fold it up. Cool. and then add the scrunchie over it. And you can either leave it like this. Yeah, perfect. Or you could slide it out at this point if you wanted to, because now your scrunchie's in the right place. Exactly. So you have both options there. Cool. And then at this point, what you can do is twist it away from your face to tighten it. Yeah. Bingo. And then do the same on this side. And it
Like
should,
twist out.
yes, twist out. Exactly. And a couple twists like that'll just kind of tighten it a little bit onto your head. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
So it feels a little bit more secure. It'll set a
Mhm.
little bit tighter curls. And then if you're doing the headband look, this is where you can cross it in the back, switch hands. The one that's under, just move it over and around and then smush it down. The one that's over, go under, push it down. And that's nailed it. All right, Valerie, so you got A+, you did a great job. How does it feel?
It feels very secure.
Awesome. Okay, that's what we're going for, is secure. It'll set the curls perfectly the way that you wrapped it, and the rest is just like getting used to the technique since you're, yeah, you've got a great foundation here.
How long do you usually keep it in here for?
So you want your hair to be 100% dry. So if you're starting with your hair very lightly damp or like not damp at all, recommend like a couple hours, like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then take it down. The longer you let it set, the longer you wear it, the longer the curls will last, essentially. But I think your hair is going to like form curls pretty quickly. So 2 hours, take it down, give it a shot. You'll see you'll have curls that are already formed for
Okay.
sure. Cool. And then I'll give you a couple other tips. You don't have to follow me on these, but if you're sleeping, you can sleep with it any which way, whatever's comfortable. And then when you take it down, you can twist it the other way to loosen it up so that it'll just like slide out more easily. So now how we twisted it toward like away from our face, if you twist it towards your face, it'll just like slide out more easily.
So
Random
first, twist it towards your face.
towards your face. Yep. You'll be able to tell because it just loosens it all up and then it just lets the hair slide out much more easily. Granted, my hair is not curly right now, but if you want like more curls, more sections of curls, you can always break it up with just a finger curl. So take like small sections of hair, twist it in the direction in which you wrapped it. You'll easily be able to tell which direction it is because their hair will just like pop right into a curl. And then
Okay.
that way you can make like, I don't know, however many curls you want, 10, 20, 3. It just allows you to like give you more definition with them and as many as you want.
Okay. Got
Cool.
it.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure, Valerie. If you ever need to want to sign up for another one of these, like always happy to hop back on. But yeah, you're in a good spot. You'll be able to get this for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna practice it and then see how it works. But I appreciate the extra help if I need.
Anytime, of course, hon.
Thank you
Cool.
so much. It was nice meeting you.
You too, hon. Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah.